RuneScape is a game with a little bit of something for everyone. In the late game, there's things to go after, like pets, collection logs, and for the most daring, the grandmaster combat achievements. But what if I told you this system is broken for an entire game mode? Let me explain. Alright, so I have a kill going of Fasani Nightmare in the background. This is basically like the Subway Surfers gameplay for you youngins. You can watch this if you want to, but it has nothing to do with what I'm talking about right now. Okay, on to the game mode where CAs are broken. Alrighty, so Group Iron Man. Everyone's favorite game mode, Group Iron Man. It's my favorite game mode. I've played a duo Group Iron since the game mode came out. We made our accounts when the mode was launched. This is the only mode where CAs are affected or impacted whatsoever by your account type. Now you might be asking, why are Group Ironmen so special? Why is that a thing? So there is a thing called Group Prestige. What Group Prestige is, it's a little gold star, a little gold sticker next to your group's name on the high score. This gold sticker means that you have never done any group PVM with people outside of your group. So if you're a two-man group, you are only ever able to do duo Tob, duo Nex, duo anything. You can never do anything with anyone else. That extrapolates to all the other team sizes. You are restricted to doing PVM with your team and no one else. That's what Group Prestige is. This is a system that you can opt into when you create your accounts, or you can say, I don't want Group Prestige, we don't want that from the start, so we just don't want the star. At any point, you're able to break Group Prestige. Like, you can at any point go and raid with someone else. It will just take the star away from your team on the high scores. The only exception to this is hardcore groups, which are always prestiged. If they break prestige, it will remove status from the entire account. I think there is a way that you can do it. I think you can actually do that, but I don't know if it will even let them, but those are always prestige. There's no way to have an unprestiged hardcore group. So why does group prestige factor in to combat achievements? Well, there are certain combat achievements that specifically require you to have a certain team size. For example, the easiest one to point to here is the 8-man TOA speed times. There are speed times at the Tombs of a Mascot that require, it's not an option, they require you to be in there with 8 people on the team. Now, for every team size of GIM, that is not possible to do. So if they had that CA on your list, then it would never be possible to get GM on any Group Ironman accounts. So naturally, depending on your team size, your combat achievement list is going to be reduced by a number of tasks that your group would not be able to complete if your group has prestige. Now the key word here is if. Alright, so we're back to reality. Sorry, Subway Surfers enjoyers. So the key word is if. Now, as you can see, I am playing on a Group Ironman. This is a duo Group Ironman. The blue helmet means we are just a regular Group Ironman. The green helmet means you are an unranked Group Ironman, meaning like any regular gray helm Ironman could add on to your team and it would become a green helm. But blue helms, they start at a level 1, and then that's just the group. You can add a level 1 to increase your group size, or a level 3 rather, to increase your group size, but that's just how the game mode works. So as you can see, we are here on our Group Ironman. I currently have 616 out of 614 combat achievements. Why is this? Well, this is because I have exactly what I was just explaining, a really funky task list that has tasks removed based off of team size. So in my task list, there are no speedrun times above the duo scale. At TOA, there are some ones that are any size. So like there's a 20-minute expert mode any size. I did this one solo. People usually get this one with the 8 time. those ones are still there. But if there's any specific team member listed, so trio next, trio speed times at top, 4-man speed times at top, etc., none of those tasks are in my list. The caveat here, the weird issue here, is one, we are not a hardcore group, and two, we were never prestiged to begin with. We created these accounts 5 years ago, almost 6 now, or almost 5 years, I guess 2021 October, I believe, is when GIM came out. I opted out of group prestige because I know that I love Tob. Tob is my favorite thing to do in the game with people. Duo Tob is awesome. I love Duo Tob, but like I also love Trio Tob. I also love Giggle Fives Tobs. I like bringing learners to Tobs. I like teaching people. So I knew ahead of time, like, we're not going to play with group prestige. Also, we want the items from Nex. Nex is a nightmare if you want to deal with group prestige. Overall, we just, for duo scale, group prestige is kind of a meme. So I opted out of it before we even made the accounts. When you're in the team creation screen, you get to choose to not be prestige. So at no point in time ever was this account a prestige duo GIM. So I've always been able to raid with other people. I've always been able to have a team size beyond 2 without anything happening to the account. Yet my task list is still screwy. There are tasks that I just did not need to do to get GM. My GM grind was ostensibly easier than any other account's GM grind just because of like a mistake on Jagex's end, because the list never repopulates with the tasks that you are now able to do. And none of these tasks are hard. Every other task in terms of getting GM is more difficult than any team speed time or any of the tasks that are removed from the list. However, I would like to not be a fake less than the maximum amount of tasks GM. I would like to go out of my way and complete those tasks and have them show in my list. That would be cool. As you can see right now, my list is an improper fraction. I was helping somebody out with a CA the other day. We got the Nightmare 5's GM time and Master time. I've just never done Nightmare with 5 people. So I got 2 CAs right there. And they are added to my list. And as soon as I click this, they'll disappear. As soon as I click this, they will be gone forever. You can't even find the task in your list once it's completed. So I have done probably 20 CAs, if I had to guess, that are just not on this list. Almost every task that would be there is completed, but as soon as you click that combat task button, it's gone. It's fully gone. And I just don't know why this is how it works. The CAs can proc, they show up, they give you the points even. They give you the points and then it gets subtracted away. So I'm just seeing... I'm plotting, rather. I'm not seeing, I'm plotting, I'm scheming to see if there is any way to abuse this. In theory, right, you could get a bunch of tasks that are not effectively on your list. You can get all the Nightmare speed times, the Tob speed times. Say you get a 30-point cushion of tasks that are not on your list. You can easily do this. Could you then get GM without ever doing Blorva or without ever doing certain things? Could you skip other tasks because you have these invisible tasks that you shouldn't be able to get, but they're there? You can hit them, you can proc them, and they will add task and points to your list until you open this. Like, in theory, you would be able to. So what I'm going to do is try and hold these extra bonus tasks until the next boss comes out, until the vampire boss comes out, and I'm going to see if it will actually give me my GM helmet back before I complete every CA at the new boss. If it is going to run a check to see if you have every CA completed on top of the point thresholds, when it will actually give you the message in your chat of you've been rewarded grandmaster, whatever, that we'll have to find out. But effectively, because you have a smaller task list, you have smaller point thresholds because of it. your grandmaster point threshold is lower. Your master point threshold is lower. You could effectively, if this does work to hit point thresholds, you could hit masters far earlier than you could have otherwise on a GIM by getting tasks that are not available on your list. Like, you could cheese, essentially, and skip certain tasks to get tiers. Do I think this is a thing people will do? No, absolutely not. Do I think this is a thing that is, like, in danger of putting things in jeopardy? Or, like, do I think people will actually have a fake GM that would go away as soon as they press the combat task button? No. But I'm curious if it will work, and I think if it will work, that will put more onus and incentive on Jagex to fix this and give me a real task list. Take away my GM, make me go do the 8-man Toa time, I don't care. But I would like to see some kind of response or answer as to why unprestige GIMs or GIMs that lose their prestige never have their task lists repopulated. Every single GIM I've talked to, whether they're prestige or not, has an adjusted task list, and I just don't know why this is the case. It's clearly broken, or it's clearly not doing what it's intended, rather, in the sense that it's intended to be a reduced task list only because you physically cannot complete these tasks without altering the state of your account, without losing your account's prestige. Well, Buster, I don't have prestige. I've never had prestige, and I didn't have to do any of these tasks. So I think this needs to change. I would hope that maybe somehow this gets to them. Boys, help me blow this video up. Help them fix GIM task lists. Help me take away GM from all the fake GMs, myself included, that didn't have to do all these tasks. Probably a lot of them have the tasks done, like myself. A lot of them are not the harder tasks of GM, but we should have to do them nonetheless. I'm going to hold on to these invisible, hidden, secret, super GM tasks that I have completed beyond GM. I went GM and further beyond, dude. I'm going to hold on to these until the vampire boss comes out, and we'll see if we can actually get GM back without completing all the tasks at the new boss, or if Jagex actually just fixes this before we get to, figure that out and have that come into fruition. But I appreciate you for listening to me yap and talk about this stuff. Sorry that this last little bit was just bank standing with me here with this screen open. I kind of just wanted to showcase the fraction and talk about it in that sense, but I can't click in this menu to show you any further because it will go away. But I appreciate you for watching this one, boys. Thank you so much. And also, thank you to all of the channel members. Thank you. Shout out to WhyTryItWhy and Sev. I appreciate you so very much for supporting the channel, and everyone who watches, likes, comments, keeps the discussion going. I appreciate you very much. As you know, I love replying to the comments and continuing the yap below with everyone, so thank you to all of you who do that. Either way, I've been Tufak. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Drink some water, touch some grass, and kiss a homie, boys. I'll see ya.